Alright, episode 9, What You Mean podcast. We got a special guest today.
Miss Tamara.
Tamara's here.
I'm not known for anything.
Tamara, you're known. You're known, Tamara.
I haven't done anything in my life that's important, but
It's not true.
But today, if you're looking for a sports podcast, this is not the one today. We're gonna be talking about a little bit of everything. We're gonna dive into some conspiracy theories. James, I know you're into this. Tamara's into it. How you want to start it, James?
Oh, already with the banger?
Let's start us off.
All right, with the banger, let's see. Have anybody watched the movie Leave the World Behind?
No.
mm-mm.
What about you?
I'm 75% of the way through.
Okay. Did he tell you to watch it?
Yes.
All right.
Yeah, you
Go.
left this on.
All right, so
Okay, so what is it about?
all right, so I'm not gonna spoil it for the people who haven't seen it, but this is what it is. This is what it's about. It's good. You just watch it, and it's about just entertainment, and it's about what's going on these days, what's happening right now. So I don't want to ruin it, but it will at the end it will leave you kind of speechless and dumbfounded, but it's good for conversations like this to talk about, because what your opinion was, what you thought about the movie might be different from what I thought about the movie.
Okay.
Because completely, my wife hated the movie, and then until I explained it to her, and then she loved it because it's just how you interpret it. But it's really good. I wish he did, direct it a little better to.
It was directed by Obama, right?
It was
Produced by Obama.
or something written or
Yeah,
something like that.
that's why this is like weird. Yeah.
It's based off what he experienced and while he was in office. So what you're experiencing on this movie is what he had
Experience
Like-
in office.
Right.
First.
right, or
Person,
something
yeah.
that can contribute to what this movie is about. That's why I think it was good. Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, if you're looking for what you're used to, it's gonna have you like, what the.
It's different.
It's different, but when you open up just your third eye, I guess, you'll realize it's pretty entertaining.
So what is the setting? Like this?
I mean, it's basically, I know,
What?
but I said it.
You know what?
I said it. But the setting is based off, it's just real life. It's real life. So it's like this one couple went to, they went on vacation to like an Airbnb. It's like they rented out like a mansion on an Airbnb. So I guess the first or second night there, stuff started acting weird. Like they started losing internet, stuff like that. Then the kids started complaining. Then all of a sudden, the people who rented out the Airbnb showed up.
Okay.
And they was in the mansion basically. And
Tell them that they want to stay there too.
yeah,
They need to
and
stay
the
there
people that
because
showed
they're
up
not-
were black. And so
Okay.
and so
okay.
it was like, you don't live in this house. You ain't. But the wife was skeptic. The guy was like, the husband was like, it could, this could be their house, because they was in the city of New York and the cyber attack happened. So everybody lost internet, stuff like that. So the city was in chaos. So they wanted to go back to the suburbs of New York. So they did. Went back to their house, even though they put it on the market for Airbnb that weekend. And so when they pull up, the couple was like, hey, because they was on the outskirts of New York, and they don't know what's really going on. They're like, we ain't heard nothing like this. And so the people was like, it's happening. So then the people who rented out the Airbnb, the married couple, they started talking about it. And so it's like, should we trust them? It's like regular, it's not nothing that a regular people wouldn't do, So the married couple was talking about, should we do it? The wife was like, should we do it? The guy was like, yeah, I trust him. I believe him. Look how he's dressed. Who's going to be a criminal dressed in designer clothes like
Putting on
that?
a facade.
Yeah, and so she was like, it's a lot of con artists out there.
Yeah.
And so that's what the movie was leading you up to. They didn't trust the people that was coming to come back and stay in their house, and so it was just great. It was great. It just led up to a lot of stuff that questioned stuff, but this reality today.
Okay.
I don't want to say too much to spoil the movie.
Yeah,
If we tell them everything,
it's
they're
just
gonna-
it's happening. It's happening.
Yeah, it's worth to watch. It's interesting. I'll put it that way.
Right.
So is it like a metaphor for something else, basically?
Back
Like-
to some other conspiracy theories. Most of the times, other conspiracy theories are put in our face, and they just laugh at it.
Yes.
Well, some are just too ridiculous to even take seriously.
Well, prime example, if you look up Oreos, I sent a couple of things about Oreos, the designs of Oreos. I didn't send it to you, but...
Well, explain.
I will. So the Oreos, if you ever look at it, they got some funky symbols.
Okay.
Yeah, they got some funky symbols in it.
Like the pattern in the Oreo itself.
Right. And so you
Okay.
have some other people researching it and realizing most everything you see on a regular basis is all stuff that means something that we just look and take for granted. So the symbol on that Oreos is satanic, supposedly. And when you look up the meaning of those symbols, it's a serpent called Orion or something like that. If y'all wanted to look it up, the reason of Oreo, and it's a satanic type of thing, and those symbols is what that's representing.
By the way, though, before we even get started on conspiracy theories, just because we're talking about it doesn't mean we believe in them.
Absolutely.
We're just
absolutely.
We're just talking about
It's just
stuff.
entertainment stuff that questions you like, wow, those patterns on that Oreo do look funny. You know, that's all it is. It's not like we believe in it. It's just good entertainment that make you want to scratch your head sometimes, and that's all it is. We're not crazy.
But I mean, like that movie that you were talking about, it kind of reminded me of like, have you guys ever seen Red Dawn?
Back in I saw
I've
the
seen
original.
the shot of energy drink. It says called Red Dawn. That is not the movie itself. No.
Basically, it's like the same. Well, it's different, but it's similar. Where like two countries invade the U.S. Like who was it? Cuba and
Another communist country or
was it
something.
China or Japan or something?
I forget.
I can't remember, but they basically invade the U.S. or whatever. But that one was like a attack on U.S. soil type of thing in that movie that they were hinting at, which is interesting though, because like if Obama produced it, no matter what side of the aisle you're on, it's kind of makes you be like, is he trying to say something?
Like you know some stuff.
Yeah.
But it's not that at all, because at the end of the day, they can only say so much to the American people, and I explained that to you. If he was to tell you everything anybody in office, if they was to explain everything that they hear, terrorist threats and stuff like that, the whole world be in chaos. So the less you know, the better off we will be, because at the end of the day, they will take care of it. They will handle that. They will. I trust in the government. That part.
You trust
In that part, they will, because they see the terrorist attacks and shit like that. The people that plotting on stuff, they see that shit. I mean, my thing is, so when people think they're undercover and thinking they're coming up with a whole conspiracy theory to come up and take the government, they see that shit. You know what I'm saying? They see it and then they just wait. What's your word on it? So.
I don't trust the government one too.
I mean, but I'm just saying.
There it is.
Okay, but I'm just saying, trustworthy. I'm saying they trustworthy. They can tell. They're so savvy. They know what's going on. Don't think
and they
people
lie to us every day.
Huh? Yeah, they will. I'm
but you're
telling
saying
you,
they lie for a
Politicians lie to
goodwill.
us.
Yeah.
they
For a good
lie for a
purpose.
good reason.
And the three-letter agencies lie to us every day.
But if they was to tell you everything that they hear, do you think this world could take it? Even if it's smoke. If somebody, a lot of that stuff is blowing smoke.
Chaos, but like,
Yeah, a lot of
propaganda.
Yeah, a lot of stuff is blowing smoke. They hear threats all the time. And if they was to say, today's news, we saw this radical group talking about doing this. And if they produce that to the American public, we will go ape shit. We'll lose our shit, everything else. So you have to tell them what you can.
For what purpose though?
To keep stuff in order. Because if you was to say,
that Obama's on our side, basically, like he's with the people, but
I mean, at the end of the day, I don't think nobody we voted for do what they say they're gonna do for us. To be honest,
First of all, I don't vote.
I'm not gonna say don't do that, but there's a lot of people. The only reason I'm all for voting is because a lot of people die for it, and it's our American right to do it. That's the only reason. If it don't matter, as long as you said you can contribute to voting, that's all that matters to me. That's all that matters. But you cannot be a person and say, "Oh, I hate Biden, I hate Trump, I hate whatever," but then vote. Then that's the most irrelevant person to me because you don't have a skin in the game.
You could also say that you don't like the two-party system, though.
It's called independent. It's an independent
you
group.
know that.
I know, but people that still doing their American Constitution is voting, which is right. You can vote independent if you don't like Democrat, Republican, or whoever. You can vote independent.
Independent's not gonna win.
It don't matter, but you didn't vote for either one, but you still got skin in the game of saying you voted. Because when you say you didn't vote, people are like, okay, then I ain't talking to you. Because, you know what I'm saying? Because that's how it is. I did that to family members, because you can't complain about who's in office if you didn't vote.
Yeah, like in my country, like we didn't vote. Because I wasn't. That's like a privilege.
It's not a thing.
Yeah.
Where are you from?
Wow.
I'm from Turkmenistan, so it's like it used to be part of the Soviet Union, and it became its own country in like 1985.
What is the country's name?
Turkmenistan. Well, okay, you can vote, but the person that will win will be the son of a previous president. So it's like.
So do you have to be in some type of royalty to vote? Do you have to be in some type of?
You have to be in the family, in the presidential family.
In order to win.
Yes.
To vote.
So it's like when I came here. To vote, yeah. No, to win. To win. To vote, anybody can vote, but it's like there's only one person's name on the ballot, so it's like.
Yeah, so you're not. Yeah. You don't really.
So there's no competition.
No, so it's like.
Wow.
Yeah. So it's like when I came here, it's like a privilege,
Yeah.
It's like with freedom, you appreciate it, So.
Exactly.
Was it a culture shock?
Huh?
Was it a culture
shock? No, I knew about it.
Yeah.
I knew about it in movies and stuff. But yeah, what about right now? Like there's in the government a lot of talk about UFOs right now.
UFOs.
So why do you guys think they're bringing that up right now? It took how many, like a century?
Well, good topic, great topic. I sent you one. I don't know if you saw it, but it was somebody that I really don't fuck with. But the reason I sent it to you is some guy, Charleston something. But he said he will not talk about it because it was that type of species that can shapeshift to anybody, and he actually experienced that.
I heard about that.
Shapeshifting.
I heard about that.
I sent it to you, but I'm not going to talk about it. But the reason why I think UFO is so important right now is because just think about it. A couple months ago, you had a goddamn balloon flying over the whole United States that we didn't know about.
Okay.
And it hits United States. I mean, it hits United States. That's what, to me, I kind of felt some type of way if you letting a unidentified UFO fly across wherever it came from to go all the way to South Carolina before they shot it down. I felt some type of way about our
security
system.
Okay.
I did. To be honest with you, I did. But when they shot that shit down,
I can tell you if somebody else was in office, that shit would have been shot down immediately. I can tell you that. They wouldn't let it scan the whole fucking United States.
But
cheers to that, buddy.
But that's the only thing. But other than that, that's why UFOs are hot topic, because you are finding all types of shit these days flying across, and you don't know what it is. They can't explain it to you.
Well, UFO stands for unidentified flying object.
Right, and they can't even explain it to you. They just say it was. I think they finished it up with it came from a kid's birthday party.
Wait.
Yeah.
That balloon that was flying all across the world.
No,
I thought they said it was China.
yeah.
No, I heard something different. I heard it was like a party that went crazy.
No, it was.
No?
I heard about a hot air balloon 10 years ago of a family who like reported their kid being trapped in a hot air balloon in the air, but it turns out they made it all up and their kid was trapped in their attic.
Damn.
Yeah, that was the story back then. That's
But,
nothing to do with conspiracy
that's what I'm
theories,
saying.
that's
So you don't. All I'm saying is what you hear on the media is not always true.
Well,
It's not always the
Yeah.
truth. They tell you what they
Obviously.
want to tell you because at this, I know this is off
happened.
topic.
I don't know.
I mean, you gotta vote. I mean, you gotta vote. You got to even to have a conversation.
I was like him.
You have to vote.
I was like him 5 years ago.
You
and
have
now
to vote.
I gotta bite my tongue, but
So
the stuff I've seen
so
now makes me not want to.
I can.
Well,
But I
exactly.
still
It's
will.
a joke.
Yeah,
Why the fuck would I? It's
I can't say
it's
the reason
a
I.
joke.
No,
That's
you
why I
gotta
don't.
elaborate. I mean, I told you my piece.
When I go on Fox News, it's propaganda. When I go on CNN, it's propaganda.
They tell you what they want you to hear.
Exactly.
I don't trust the.
And I don't trust
voting
either
process.
one. I don't trust either one. I don't trust the process.
think
I don't
actually-
trust either party. I don't trust anything.
I
And
can't
I don't
say
know
that.
enough about either party to even give you a solid vote of confidence. Sure, people have died for this country for me to vote, but if I don't know enough, I don't give a fuck. Sorry.
Okay, going back to UFOs though, does,
But, I
does
mean,
everybody
but-
believe that they exist?
Yes. Yes.
And do we think that Area 51 is housing, like they have aliens in there?
Maybe.
Do you think
So the
Maybe.
I don't know.
or like
maybe.
non-human?
Bro, they got
something.
some shit in there. The dude, the stuff that I sent you, I hope y'all open that shit after we get through with this.
Okay.
Because it was one guy that was in office or whatever. And it's one thing he don't talk about is UFOs. It's because he's seen some shit. And it's called
Who's he?
I don't have a laptop. I sent it to him, but they have. I sent it to you. But this person would not talk about it because he's seen some shit on stuff that he do not want to talk about, and it was a couple things. They named it equilibrium or something like that. Did you see that one on your or something like that?
What does that mean? Equilibrium?
Yeah, it's sent to y'all. I don't want to say
Okay.
some inappropriate words or the wrong words, but I sent it to y'all. And
For context, he sent us about 35 videos each, so
oh yeah,
it's kind of hard to
yeah.
keep
Yeah.
track of what he's sending
Yeah,
us.
so there's some stuff out there that some politicians and some higher people that we voted for that won't even talk about that is so.
I wonder what it is.
Secret.
Like, what's so scary about it?
It's the world of the unknown.
Mm-hmm.
It's the fear of not knowing.
Mhm.
That's what makes it so crazy.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Do you guys believe that they were on Earth before? Like,
Yeah, it's a strong
thousands of
possibility.
years?
I mean, it's
Mhm.
the Earth is billions of years old, so
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people think that like the pyramids were built by aliens
that's crazy.
because of how
Yeah.
precise they were.
It's
So
precise.
what
It's
what
crazy.
what do you think? What the world taught you? So what do you think?
About
The pyramids
uh,
before all that technology was ever.
I think everything is a possibility. Like I think it just goes back to what I was just saying. It's unknown. That's what makes it so fearful. That's what makes paranormal. And when I say paranormal, I mean it could be UFOs. It could be if you're religious, spiritual, ghosts or demons. It's nobody really knows.
Nobody really knows.
And people can believe. That's one thing, but who on earth actually knows? Like, people, like, if we're talking demons and ghosts, people perform exorcisms for years, but, maybe we could contribute exorcisms to psychiatric and mental health. People having serious mental health issues back in 1400s. Let's say you're having a crazy mental breakdown, or if you're schizophrenic, or if you're struggling in the 1400s, what do you think they did? There's no research on that at the time. They're just going to exorcise you and burn you at the stake.
Oh, you saying some deep shit.
So
I mean, I'm serious. He's
It's-
dropping bars
yeah,
because
yeah.
people get stereotyped and they don't really know what it is, and they just say, "Oh, this guy's crazy."
and now that we have research, it's like, why would I believe exorcism when there's so much research that tells you of how the human brain works and how human behavior works? Why would I believe in exorcism when there's more evidence towards mental health and people struggling internally?
So you find comfort in facts.
Yeah,
So that's
I do. I find comfort in facts and logic.
Oh, shit.
Definitely. I'm not saying if you're religious or spiritual, good for you. Whatever gives you hope and whatever gets you through the day, fantastic. I'm not judging anybody who has their own beliefs, but I have my own beliefs and I use logic.
So remember we were talking about that lady on the plane that claims she saw
Oh,
something?
yeah.
yeah.
motherfucker
You were
was-
telling me about that. You were telling me about
Dude,
that.
we need that lady on the podcast, by the way.
To me, bro.
That would be lit.
I guess
But
you.
so you think that she had some mental?
Yeah.
I don't think so. I think she saw something.
Talk to me.
But
Right?
Tamara, you're an atheist.
Huh?
Oh,
You're an
hold
atheist.
on.
So am I. So am I.
But before that, I think her story flipped two
Didn't
times.
she go on a podcast and say that?
She
She
flipped
was
two
on a
times.
podcast?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
She was
She's
on
like-
Barstool.
What?
That's my take.
Yeah,
Yeah.
What?
She's been
It's a
flipping.
big
I didn't know that.
She's flipped her script two times.
Oh, then
Go
it's
ahead.
not
See, but I think that she's covering up some shit.
Yeah, because
I think she saw something.
to make herself
Yes.
less
And
straight.
she's
no,
trying to, like, say
before
that-
they,
Somebody had a talk with her and she said, "Oh, you guys, just forget what I saw. Well,
I
forget what I
was-
said.
had a bad day.
I apologize."
I had a
Come
bad
on,
day.
You know.
I had a bad
And then
day.
It's
she
like-
came out. Oh man.
Before
we
she
need to look
had,
it up and see what she said, but she just blamed it on like, oh, there was somebody on the plane that she didn't. I don't
What
know.
did
She
you
like
see
blew it
her?
off.
she changed her
What did you
com-
see
she changed her top. She changed her opinion two times. She said she really saw something, and when she was interviewed at the end of her meltdown on the plane, she was talked to by whoever, and it was filmed, and she was like, "Look, I seen this shit." She lived on it. She was off stage. She was behind the cameras when the police was just talking to her. They just had their body camera on her. And she was like, I seen some shit. I seen some motherfucking
But I'm telling
shit.
you, when she went on that podcast, she blew it off like. It's basically she didn't like somebody on the plane or
Yeah.
something like that.
Because that was
Which
months.
is a
That was months
Which
later.
I think is fake.
It was
I
months
think she's
later.
lying.
It was
Yeah.
months later after all that, because she never talked to anybody
I think that's a cover up.
until they groomed her to say what they
she
wanted
could
her to
have been
say.
going
Give
through
her a script.
psychosis, though.
They was grooming her what they wanted her to say until she was ready. That's when
She came out on the podcast.
now she's on
and
everybody's
that's-
podcast talking about.
Well, I think the whole situation is embarrassing. So let's. I'm gonna put myself in her shoes. So let's say
Damn, I saw my eyes fucking.
First of
flick up
all,
in
yeah.
my head.
First of all,
I'm
if I'm
fucking
on that
saying
plane,
that-
I'm getting
I'm-
the fuck off.
Yeah, I'm gonna
There's
say.
no way
I'm
I'm
gonna
sitting
say
there
what
for
she
that
said.
shit.
That motherfucker is not real. I'm gonna say what
But
she
she made
said.
it sound like the plane was gonna crash or something bad was.
Yeah.
No, but
Yeah,
if
I
you
would've
saw
been-
my eyes roll up looking like a lizard,
So you would
I'm
rather.
gonna fucking say the same shit.
So
This
you-
motherfucker ain't real.
You would rather believe that she
I
saw.
believe her.
You would. Hear me out. You would rather believe that she saw something paranormal over the fact of going over psychosis. The human brain is different for everybody.
I got you. I believe
It's not
it.
even that I want to. It's the me thinking if she's right, this is gonna be
That's
bad.
a big if.
I
No,
wouldn't take that
it's
if
a
I'm on a
big
plane.
no,
fuck that shit.
so
I'll drive there.
So this is my thing about this whole movie of Leave This World Behind. They had movies about COVID, all that shit, all that shit. They talked about this. They talked about, even people had speeches about preparing for this fucking COVID we went through. They
Don't say
they
the
know
word.
about it.
Don't
They
say
know
that
about
word.
it. I'm not saying they know about it. Sorry.
Anyway,
All right, move on.
Was it in The Simpsons? The COVID? No.
I think it was.
Moving on to
I think there
Don't say
was
the
some
word.
type of.
Don't say the word.
I don't know what we're talking
C. The one that she just said.
See you
Yeah.
next Tuesday?
while we was out.
I'm saying
But anyway,
YouTube
we-
doesn't
we-
like that word.
about. I don't know. I still have no idea where we're at.
Okay.
Anyway.
C-O-V-I.
Yeah.
Oh.
They don't like that in the video.
Oh.
I'm sorry.
We're cutting that out.
We still in beginner stages. They'll edit.
We gotta learn words
There's-
not to say that's one of them.
They'll cut it.
But
They'll-
we're good. We're good.
Okay.
We're
You
good.
gonna chop it?
Anyway.
All right. So.
I've seen
Yeah.
on YouTube, yeah, a lot of people will just be like, oh, she like they will talk like a criminal video,
Mhm.
like true crime, and they'll be like, oh, she R worded that person, and it's
Yeah.
RAP. Like
Yeah.
you, I didn't know that.
Yeah. Blinky.
I think
But
it's
it's like-
I think it's bigger if you're a big time.
No, they still get fined.
They're-
We don't have money for it.
I know. I don't think we get fined. They'll just take it down. Worst case scenario.
But the bigger you are, they'll fine you.
When you
Yeah.
guys get big, who do you guys think is going to be
When
your
you guys
sponsors?
get big. I love that word tomorrow.
Sponsors.
Yeah, like who do you
Huh.
hopes to be
What
your
a
sponsor?
what a good
That'd be
question,
Florida
Tamara.
State. You love the fuck out of Florida State.
Well,
You
they're
gotta-
not gonna sponsor a
Here's
I
podcast.
don't give a
podcast.
damn.
Yeah,
This guy
I'm
is fucking at every game.
I mean,
He's at every game, fucking every game
What
for
a
the past
weird-
how many years?
I
Your
could
whole
get
life?
hey, shout out to Hobbit Wings, best wings in the world. in
really?
Tallahassee.
Are they in
That would be
Tallahassee?
a lit sponsor.
Hey,
Best fucking wings.
Okay.
thank you.
But like, yeah, I would like to get.
I mean, it's hard to say the podcast business is not something I'm too familiar with. So in terms of sponsors, I'm not even sure.
Oh, like ads. Who would you like guys like to get ads from?
You the king of it. You got
Yeah,
a
Nick,
couple.
what do you think?
You got a few
I
of
mean,
them.
you gotta feed
got
your
your guy-
audience, so it'd be like our audience would be mostly men
Mm-hmm.
You would think.
Oh,
that
yeah.
like
okay.
sports.
Yeah.
So it'd be like something to do with sports companies. or,
Barstool,
like-
why not?
Yeah.
Sponsor me, let's go.
Yeah.
What's
Barstool.
It's
Pick
at,
us up. Pick us up as a show on
is
Barstool.
it Dave? Dave's the
Yeah,
owner?
Dave Portnoy.
Yeah, Dave, come on. Let's go, Dave.
But you-
Or
what's
the
your favorite
Nelk
artist?
or the Nelk boys. Or the Nelk boys. Hey
Full
Steiny,
send.
you little bitch. Pick us up on Full Send.
Your favorite artist?
Oh, Co Wetzel.
Come on.
Yeah, we
man.
could get-
this
we
guy
might
has
get-
got me getting hate messages and shit. You gotta fuck with him. I told you about that shit.
Yeah, they said that the Co Wetzel's logo is like a lightning bolt, and they said that it's
And I'm
like.
probably gonna get hate messages.
I don't know
after
if they
this,
said
too.
it's satanic, or
I don't
Ross
know.
thinks it's satanic.
I don't want
There was a lot of people didn't like that
I
shit.
do not want to.
But I'm like, dude, it's just it's not like everything. This is goes back to our point though.
Yeah.
Everything is not like symbolism is a big deal, and I believe that they put out symbolism all the time. But like, if you think that every single thing that you see, if you see a lightning bolt, that just means it's somebody's satanic.
I don't get it.
Yeah, I mean, it's just like that's just the logo.
Why
That's just
do
what he
people read into it that
we
deep?
had
Just
people
shapes
pull
out
up
there.
on us.
Fucking deep.
We had
Because
people
when
pull
you
up
get
on
in,
us.
a lot of the people when you get like into conspiracy theories, a lot of people go down the rabbit hole of it, and it's just like I was talking about
We were
earlier in
just
one of
talking
our other
about
podcasts. Yeah,
Like it's
you just
it's not worth it.
everything is a conspiracy theory at that point.
Yeah.
But like, I don't know. There's a lot of stuff that's. We were talking about like the Appalachian people. That's
Okay.
not a conspiracy. Like,
What is that? I don't. I'm not
What?
familiar.
there's people in like Appalachia, so like Tennessee, Virginia.
Oh, the Appalachian Mountains.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mountain people.
Like mountain people
That
that,
makes-
like
okay.
don't speak. They
English.
don't speak.
They don't
Motherfucker.
speak,
I think
They're
English?
off the. They
Yeah,
off.
like they live
they-
on the land.
Okay.
Yes.
so they don't speak.
They're off the
They're
grid.
like mountain people.
They're
so
off the grid.
they
And
don't
swamp
speak
people.
the English language.
A lot of them don't. I mean, I'm
Motherfuckers-
sure
Wait,
some.
do they-
Wow.
But there's people that go missing all over the
Well, it
Appalachian
makes
Trail.
sense because like there's a lot of rural areas in the
Oh, yeah.
country that it wouldn't surprise me if they never had any type of education.
Yeah.
That wouldn't surprise me.
Well, here's the other thing: is like if there's all these people. A lot of people think that because there's all these people that go missing on the Appalachian Trail, which obviously accidents can happen. You could fall out. Like if you're on the Appalachian Trail, you're on like mountains type of thing. So like, but there's a lot of people think that the Appalachian people are. What is it called when you eat people?
Cannibalism?
Cannibals.
Oh.
Yeah. Like they'll just grab them, especially at night.
Hey, so.
Dude.
So. You want to keep elaborating till I wait till.
What?
I kind of experienced that shit before.
Cannibalism?
No, not cannibalism,
What?
but people that's off the grid.
Oh.
Off the grid. And this was in Florida. So I had, this was probably, I would say probably 20 years ago.
Okay.
And so my in-laws, they're in Germany. So when they come, we was living in Miami at the time. So when they come to visit, they want to see everything in the United States in that region.
Yeah.
I kid you not. So when they're here, they're here for like,
Could go to Disney World?
but they passed that stage. You know, they were at
Like
that age
nature.
were 30. No, it was 20 something. But so they had gave me an option of what they wanted to do. They wanted to say you want to go to Naples to seashell hunt, or you wanted to go to like alligator, canoeing with alligators and shit. And me being who I am,
Seashell?
fuck no.
Yeah, that's what you would guess, right?
That's what you would guess. I mean, so I didn't take seashells. I went alligator hunting and shit like that. So we went from Miami. We drove to Ocala, and Ocala is like it's the north part of Florida, swampy.
It's more like central Florida.
It's very swampy, yeah.
But it's swampy. And so they was like, hey, we gotta my shout out to my in-laws, the Clauses in Munich, Germany. So they was like, so you want to go to seashell hunting in Naples, or you want to go look, canoeing in Ocala? So I'm like, well, seashell hunting is not my thing. I'll take the alligator thing. So we go to Ocala, and I'm thinking the Ocala trip was going to be a tour guide and taking us around, seeing shit. No, I never been in a canoe. I don't know how to swim.
Okay.
I don't. I don't give a fuck. But I don't. I don't. So I don't know
You
how
have
to
a
swim.
pool in your backyard.
It's sick. It's 5 feet 6. I can't drive that shit if I wanted to.
You know how to swim?
Not like that, but it's an alligator. If you can swim, it don't even matter.
I see what you mean.
Yeah, it don't even matter. So it was like, so I'm thinking we pull up to this. I'm thinking it's like an amusement park. We say, hey, we want to go on this trip. Take us around this thing and show us some alligators and shit. No, you're the tour guide. This is somebody's backyard that is renting out boats and shit, or canoes and shit. And so you basically going out there canoeing and don't even care. They don't even.
Did they give you a life vest at least?
Yeah, they give you a life vest, but it don't even matter. You got alligators swimming next to you all day long. And so they was like, so we drive up all the way from Miami to Ocala, and they give us a map that was in crayon. It was in crayon. It was literally, it looks like we pulled up into somebody's neighborhood and they just rented out their yard for this because they had the entrance to the lake or to the river. And so it was a map and it was like in crayon and shit. And it was like, if you're not back by this time, then we'll come look for you. That's the type of shit we had. That's the type of shit we had given to us.
Did you have to pay for that too?
Yeah, we paid for that.
How much was it?
I don't remember this.
Give me a number.
This
20
was
years
20.
ago.
This was 20 years ago.
Okay.
And plus, my in-laws probably paid for it. To be honest with you. But so we get on there. The first time we get on there, we was like, okay, they had to hold the canoe for us to get on there because it was just wobbly. It's halfway in the water, halfway in the lane. Mind you, I never done this. Me and my wife, none of us done this before. And I'm thinking it's a tour guide, and we just supposed to sit on there, and they just take us around the river and show us all this stuff. Mind you, it's spider monkeys. This is where they made Tarzan, the original movie. This is where they was making Tarzan in Ocala area, and so they had spider monkeys that was there for some reason, I don't know, and it's all types of other shit. Leopards. What they
Florida
called?
Panthers.
Florida Panthers. They're like wild cats, big cats and stuff. They have everything. And so we was canoeing for hours and hours with sightseeing, and it was getting dark. And when you're in a swamp, it's getting even darker because it's nothing but trees and swamp. And so I don't know what time it was, but it was probably 4 or 5, and it was getting darker and darker, and we was getting lost because it's a crayon map. And then we was getting paranoid that we got confused because then we tried to paddle upstream because we was just confused. We're not outdoors people like that. So we try to go other way, and you can't paddle upstream because you just in a canoe, you're just spinning around backwards. You just gotta go.
You're against the current.
Yeah, you can't go. So we just kept on spinning around and shit. Couldn't go back this way. The reason why we was freaking out is because we thought it was a dam, like to drop off and stuff like that. But And then, after, me thinking I had to camp out in a canoe all night, we kept coasting and coasting, and I saw some people that probably looked like me. And they did look like me, so I was happy as fuck, because we was in that fucking water for probably 5 hours. They did. I didn't give a fuck. I try to talk to them and park the fucking canoe, but you can't stop. It's not a car. You can't just say, hey, guys, where am I? I'm lost. But you know what I'm saying? You have to fucking... You have
the whitest voice ever.
I'm serious. I've been in the suburbs for a while. But it was like, I was like trying to stop them because I see a bunch of black people. I'm like, hey, stop. Because we haven't seen people for probably 5 hours. 5 hours, we haven't seen people. When I saw somebody that looked like me, and I was happy as fuck. I tried to stop. I tried to grab a tree to stop the fucking boat to keep going. And I'm like, hey, we're lost. Where are we? Where's the land? And they didn't speak nothing. And they looked just like me. And I knew they was fucking foreign. I knew they was American. That's all I know. I'm in America. I'm in Florida. I'm lost. Where are you? They didn't say shit.
Did they look at you?
Yeah, they was looking at me. I was running all over their fishing lines. Because they had fucking fishing lines everywhere because they was, I guess, fishing. I just went all over that shit. I mean, yeah, they was just like, no, it was like, it wasn't shit that you see. It was just like shit you see on TV, to be honest with you. Like it's scrap clothes.
Tribal?
No, it's just like scrappy clothes. Nothing that you see.
Run down clothes.
Yeah.
I see.
But they didn't speak. They didn't say nothing to us. And I was just like trying to grab a tree to stop this canoe from keep going. Like, hey, where we at? Can we get off? And they were just looking at us like.
What if they weren't off the grid? What if they were just foreign?
I just think they were swamp people.
Have you guys heard of the Whitakers? So
is this in West Virginia or something?
I think so. It's that inbred family.
Yes.
Yeah, they're documented on YouTube. You guys should watch it. It's really interesting. But it's an inbred family, and it's nuts because they can't even properly. Back to what you were saying. They can't even probably speak their own language.
Yeah, they was just looking at me like I felt like I was in another country.
Which I think you could contribute to mountain people, if you think about it. I mean,
and for Ocala, I would say because you're not from that area, but you.
I'm from like the Tampa Lutz area.
Yeah.
It's like
so you familiar with those kind of people? I'm not making it up.
It's like, yeah, they're swamp people.
And they're like, they don't.
They just live off the land. Like,
and that makes total sense to me. If they're not speaking English, if they're acting weird, I mean, you contribute to inbred. Just having them mating with each other.
And that goes back to the Appalachian thing. I think a lot of them are too.
That makes total sense.
And I think they're cannibals too.
Makes total sense.
That's why people go missing.
Makes total sense.
That's scary.
And that's sadly the world that we live in.
So you get what I'm saying? Like these are humans, but they look at you like
we're the crazy ones.
You're the meat. You're the what they're looking for. Cause I'm like,
yeah. What if they're secretly thinking like,
that's me.
I hope you don't get out of here, motherfucker.
I mean, just to be honest with you, I'm suburban as they get. I'm sorry, I'm suburban as. I'm not.
But
I'm
you could have told us that 2 years ago.
I know, but I like that.
Alright, live on the pod. You just heard him.
He's not from the hood.
James is not from the hood. He's a suburban dude.
I thought I was, but I might be from the hood, but I'm definitely not a nature guy. I'm definitely not that shit. Cause that shit I'm talking about, I'm just telling you, when you see somebody look like you, when you scared, you was like, help me, and they just look at you. They was like, they didn't understand what you was talking about.
Yeah.
They didn't feel nothing.
Nick, you ever play the Resident Evil series? No. Mm-hmm. Anybody play the Resident Evil series? No. Never mind then. Well, and not their latest edition, but the one before this, the number 7th of the game. Pretty much the story is the main character, his girlfriend, I think gets captured by this rural family in the woods of New Orleans, and they've been taken over by this crazy, evil spirit, not spirit per se, but like this physical entity that's totally evil has taken over and made this family in the rural parts of New Orleans evil. And so you like try to find your girl who disappeared like 3 years ago, and you try to find her at this rural area in the house, and there it just kind of reminds me of what you're saying. It's like in a rural mountainous area, this evil family trying to basically kill you, and you basically go through this whole game entering their giant mansion or crazy messed up house of this messed up family. They have like a dad, a mom, a son, and I think a daughter too. So which reminds me of that.
I think Texas Chainsaw Massacre was like
that's a crazy movie.
But wasn't that based off of that too, like inbred type of shit?
Yeah, pretty much cannibalism inbred.
And that's a true story
It's
too.
not
If you
a true
didn't know,
story.
it's not a true story.
It's not. It's totally made up. It's based off of an actual cannibal.
Look up person.
It's based off an actual cannibal, but the story itself is totally made up. But they're basing the story off of an actual person that existed in real life who was cannibal.
I don't know, that whole... like the state parks, too. There's people who are, like, park rangers that will tell you, do not go there at night.
Yeah.
Like, they swear you do not want to be there.
Like Yellowstone or whatever? Yeah.
Have you guys been to Fort Mountains, like right over here?
Yeah.
You know. Also, there's like at Fort Mountain, there's like these bunch of stones in a spiral, and it makes no sense. Like, what is it doing there? And there's a plaque, and when you read it, it says that it was made by these people called the Moonite people, and it was the natives. They said that there was a native tribe who lived on the mountain, and they were fighting with these people who they described as platinum blonde hair and blue eyes. And here, before colonization, this was like thousands of years ago. So it's like, who was this?
Aren't albinos red eyes? I think so.
It's like a whole tribe of
I know.
Oh,
Yeah,
so you
I'm
think
trying
it
to
was
like put two and two together, because albinos are pale blonde skin and hair, but they don't have the blue eyes though. I'm just trying to put two and two together.
Some good shit
That's
out
crazy.
there though. There's some good shit out there though. I like that. What you thinking? I see your eyes wonder.
What other conspiracies you want to talk about?
It's out there. I mean, again, it's just stuff that we like. That's interesting. We're not Looney Tunes or none of that.
Yeah.
It's just stuff that catches our. It's entertainment.
So what about the cyber attack? You were mentioning about that.
So, just like the possibility. I feel like
What is this? I'm not even familiar.
That's what the movie was based off. In my opinion, what Leave the World Behind was. It was based off a cyber attack of all these other countries teaming up against us, and as a regular person, like we live in our life here in America, and all of a sudden we lose something
like
basic.
My biggest fear would be like they shut down your bank, so you can't use your credit cards.
Right.
You can't use. They shut down like the phones.
It reminds me of in PS3. Do you remember the hackers that hacked PS3?
Yes.
It was right when GTA 5 came out in 2000, when we were freshmen in high school, or when I was a freshman in high school. When GTA 5 came out, or a little bit before that, the hackers hacked PS3 to the point to where you couldn't play online for any game for like 2 months. Reminds me of the cyber attack.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Well, like, if they shut down the phones and the banks, it's like, what the fuck are you gonna do?
Right, in that movie, it was more than that. It was your everyday travel.
Oh yeah.
Your Uber.
Well, again, the electric cars tie in that too.
Your plane, your travel, all that stuff is a good movie.
Because there's
how you take it is how you take it, but at the end of the day, it was from somebody who experienced these kind of threats before.
But see, there's a lot of people that think like the Teslas and the electric cars, the reason that they're pushing electric so hard is so that they can just shut you off.
So everything is like automated. And
Yeah.
You have to subscribe.
And
to
you're
everything.
relying on that. And if they shut your car off, which they can do, like they could just shut down a
It's
Tesla.
headed towards that way anyway.
I mean, I was no lie, to be honest with you. And this is not even. I was on vacation with my wife and, of course, my wife, and she had her brother. I think it was in California. We was in a Jeep. Don't know if I should have said that, but we was in a particular car.
Yeah, that's fine.
We was in a particular car, and at the time, while we was on vacation, renting that car, they were saying somebody was hacking into somebody's car and making them drive off just driving off the cliff or driving off whatever. And that's what we was in at the time. And at the time, we was in Yosemite Park, which was nothing but cliffs, and we was in Death Valley, which is nothing but cliffs and stuff like that.
Yeah, nothing. Death Valley, nothing, like pretty much nothing.
Yeah, so it was nothing there, and so we was having a panic attack by ourselves. So this movie really hit home. You know what I'm saying? Because we was actually experienced that when we was actually in that, because we had got the alert that saying this particular vehicle, people are hacking into it and making people drive crazy. And we experienced that because we was renting a car, doing those mountain trips in Yosemite and Death Valley, and all of a sudden that popped up, and we were scared shitless, and we still messed up the car, but it was not based off of that. But
I think the possibility of a cyber attack is the most realistic.
that's what
100%.
I'm saying. That's
Like a wide span of some hackers like taking over like the whole world.
yeah,
through the internet,
and to be honest,
Well, I mean, didn't a couple teenagers?
yeah,
do
and
with
that's what I was
phones?
gonna say.
There's
It-
been
it-
smaller
let's talk about the
outlets
movie.
of it.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. It is not even a government that's doing it. It's teenagers playing in their garage doing
Yeah.
shit.
Literally.
And that's what happened. And they took innocent people's lives when they was driving a car, and they just hacked it and started driving it themselves and just took them off the road.
When was this?
That was Yosemite Park. I would probably say 7, 8 years ago.
Okay.
Something like that. I mean, it was recently, but it was probably 7, 8 years. I give you more research,
Wow.
but it was true. I actually experienced that shit in California, and it was just like breaking news. I'm like, what the fuck? And we in this bitch.
Is Death
That's-
Valley crazy?
It was fucking phenomenal.
Really?
It was fucking phenomenal. The most crazy experience I ever experienced in my life. I mean, this shit, it was beautiful and crazy at the same time.
But like deserted.
Deserted,
Yeah.
like no cell phones, no nothing, in the mountains and stuff like that. We were so high up, I can fly in any plane. I'm not afraid of anything, but those cliffs with no guardrails, no nothing is fucking crazy. We were so high up in the air in the mountains. It was a fighter jet. It was a jet.
He was close.
I can see his fucking gargles.
Oh wow.
I could see his fucking shades on his face. We was like neck to neck, and he was looking at us, and I was looking at him. And they woke Christian. You woke me up just to tell me, "Hey, look at that shit," and I almost fainted. And I was like, "That's a fucking fighter jet. I can see his face." And I was like, "Wow,
Being a pilot would be really cool.
yeah, that shit was
That'd
crazy."
be
But,
fun.
Wait, so that's Yosemite, you're saying?
Death Valley. So.
that was Death Valley. We was going to Yosemite, or vice versa.
I want
But
to go there.
it was,
Have you ever been to Yellowstone?
yeah.
It'd be pretty. This volcano, an active volcano, which is saying who could be active eventually. It'd be really cool.
Yellowstone was cool. We went in the summertime, which was, alright. But I mean, Yellowstone is huge. I mean,
We went at the perfect time because
Winter
we went beginning of May, and there's no crowd.
Where?
Yellowstone.
Yellowstone. Okay, cool.
Because I've seen the videos of people going in the summer, and it's like, because there's so many like pull-offs that you see,
right,
and there's just like a line, and the bison like will cross the road, and it just you're in traffic for hours.
We was in the middle of a stampede. I swear to God, and we got it on video camera. We was in the middle of a stampede. We was in Yellowstone. We got to pull it out now because we was in the middle, and it was nothing but bisons in our cars, and it was just.
I got so many videos.
Yeah, and it was
eating
so.
bison.
Yeah,
Love
yeah.
eating
We saw 19 grizzlies.
Wow.
No,
I saw a bald eagle on a cruise
We
to
saw
Alaska.
a bald
I
eagle.
saw a bald
It
eagle
is
in Alaska.
beautiful.
I want to go to Alaska, but the grizzly. There's like people who freak out if they see one grizzly. Like these people follow them around.
No, I'm that guy.
And they'll be out there from like 1,000 yards with like giant, like binoculars, like spotting scopes.
Yeah,
Looking at them on like a mountainside. We were watching on the side of the road a mom and 2 cubs like 10 yards away playing.
But mind
gorgeous.
you, It don't even matter if it's 1,000 feet or 50 feet. This guy is a badass. This guy, he got a video of him in the ocean fucking wrestling a shark and shit.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's terrified of it.
Motherfucker, you put a goldfish in the pool. I'm fucking jumping out that bitch. I don't give a fuck. You're in the ocean.
It's just like, okay, when
You were not wrestling a shark.
No.
Motherfucker.
When you're snorkeling, when you're spearfishing and you're snorkeling, there's sharks.
Yes.
It's not like
uncommon.
a big. It's not like a. Yeah, like black tip sharks.
First of all, let's reel that shit back in. You're in the ocean. You don't know what the fuck is underneath you. You don't know how many feet is underneath you. You don't know if it's a fucking. You don't know what the fuck is underneath you. And you in that shit, fighting a shark. That's
like
fucking.
A harpoon?
A spear gun.
Spear gun harpoon, yeah.
In the ocean.
Yeah.
In the fucking
That's
ocean.
awesome. You've ever been snorkeling? Oh, snorkeling rules, man.
That's what I'm saying.
Dude,
I'm
saying you put a goldfish in that pool in the back of my house.
Okay.
I'm jumping out that pool. It's a goldfish.
What?
He's fucking wrestling a shark in a fucking ocean.
No, I've literally... what got me over my fear of sharks was the one time when I was on a snorkeling trip, and it was when I was younger, and we were out of the Keys, and I had it was like a decent size black tip, like literally it was swimming straight at me.
Like through your legs.
Yeah, and I had to lift my legs up,
That's
and it
so
literally
cool.
went fucking right under me.
That's so cool.
But these things are...
Yeah.
Are
I went snorkeling in Jamaica and the Caribbean all the time. Multiple times.
Ain't no lifeguards in that shit. It's fucking wildlife.
You gotta... Dude, there's so many people there every single day. These sharks are used to it.
They don't give a fuck about food.
Right. They're humanitized like deer in some of the north.
I mean, they will attack. Like, they have... Yeah. I mean, it's
so
gonna
when
happen.
they attack,
But you're in their ocean. You're in their fucking home.
That's why I'm
Tomorrow,
not in their
you been
ocean.
snorkeling?
Yeah, I like snorkeling.
Yeah.
But one thing I wouldn't do is underwater caves.
That's
No,
crazy.
fuck that.
That's crazy.
I wouldn't do that. And
Yeah.
nighttime diving. Fuck that
I've been
shit.
caving before.
Caving?
Yeah, it's nuts.
How was that?
It's nuts.
Did you do the shit where you were like on your stomach crawling through like...
Yes, so there's a cave.
that.
There's a cave here in
That's where I draw the
in
line.
northeast Georgia, northwest Georgia, called Petty John's Cave, and they have something called the Pancake Room, where you are crawling,
Fuck that shit.
and the ceiling is right on your back.
No.
And I wore boots, like cowboy boots, like sometimes you wear to work. It's crazy. It's nuts.
That's where I draw the line.
And ever since I hear that story of that guy,
I'll go in a big cave, but like at the point where I'm crawling on my stomach in
you
between,
will be.
like...
You will be. And that's the problem.
that.
Like, caving is nuts.
No.
So you ever hear that story? The guy getting
So
stuck.
that's your kryptonite.
Yes, that's what I've
Yeah.
heard of.
Yeah.
And they can't get you out.
They can't get you out. So that's why I'll never do it again.
Do they like give you
It goes back. You're just stuck there. You're just fucking stuck upside down. And you just... You can't fucking throw a fit.
Tomorrow, what did you ask?
Like, do they check your dimensions? Like, I mean...
No. That's
Well, like,
no.
a cave is
You just go in and you just roll with it.
And like,
it's nuts.
here's my thing. How the fuck do you know you're gonna get out?
You don't.
Like, how do you know where you're going? You're
You
just
do
like
not.
crawling and you don't know if it's gonna get worse.
That's my thing with
But you're just like, fuck it.
Petty
I'm gonna keep
John's-
going.
Petty
But
John's,
that's my thing with the ocean. Like, how do you know that's not a fucking
That's a little
great
bit-
white?
Oh, you can
Because
swim.
I
you
can
can see.
I can
It's
see.
more
A great
control.
white? You don't know what a great white gun.
Okay.
I don't
It's
give
more
a damn.
control.
I don't give a damn.
The cave, on the other hand, Petty John's Cave is about 3 miles down. That's crazy. So I got down so far, and what happens is, the lower you go, you gotta get away. You gotta have a way to get back up. Cavers over time installed a rope system that allows you to get back up and to go down. This rope is hanging from a fucking thread. And I remember crawling down and going back up and thinking, like, this rope is so slimy and wet and hanging from a thread that I don't know how the fuck I'm gonna get back up. And I still ended up getting back up. I was 19 years old at the time. It was really, really, really cool. I don't encourage drugs, but I was smoking weed.
That ain't.
In
Well,
the cave.
that probably is why
I was smoking
weed.
weed in the cave.
We don't blame
And
that
since-
shit on weed.
And since there's no airflow, I was
So you were hotboxing the cave.
pretty much. I was smoking, and like the smoke would come out of my lungs. It would just.
And you were probably seeing that there's a bigger fucking
It
tunnel.
would just sit.
Wow.
It would just sit.
Wow.
It was nuts.
Wow.
It's really cool. It's a cool experience, but I'm not gonna do
I'll
it again.
pass.
Yeah, no.
That and nighttime diving in the cave diving.
Yeah.
Fuck that.
It's cool. It hurts.
There's a cave concert now in Tennessee.
A cave
They're
concert?
doing like techno music inside of a cave.
Okay, that's cool.
I would do that as long as I'm not on my
Is it
fucking
controlled?
stomach.
Is it safe? Or no?
It's like you have to like crawl, but then like it opens up, you know. To
But there's thousands of people in this cave.
maybe like 100.
That's fucking cool, man.
I'll look it up.
I ain't
A
crawling.
cave concert is what it's called? I want to look that up.
My claustrophobia just kicks in. I'm
Boy,
like, dude,
quit playing, dog.
who would do that shit?
Not this guy.
Yeah.
That concert I would see on YouTube. I'm like,
Yeah.
yeah, y'all
Yeah.
had a good time.
Somebody could FaceTime me while they're fucking.
Y'all having a blast. Nah, not this guy. I'm not crawling through shit.
I would walk through a cave and like
No,
walk in
this
the
is-
dark, but
yeah.
like
I thought it
dark
was
shit.
bad that my in-laws had me hike for beer in Germany.
Why beer?
Oh, that sounds awesome.
Yeah, but not in a German Alps. I mean, you gotta hike through the Alps. You're like, shit,
So why was it a pain in the ass?
because I'm out of shape, and that's why it's a pain.
and that's your reward
Okay,
is
but-
getting a beer.
But
Yeah, and
why
it-
was it a pain to begin with?
because I'm out of shape. I'm
Why?
Americanized. They walk everywhere in Germany. If they
I
can,
have heard this about Europe.
yeah, if they can walk to the grocery store or walk to the restaurant, they're walking. They're not taking no
Okay.
car.
You know better than I do, at least.
Yeah, I mean, you
I would
can
walk like 20 minutes to a grocery store.
Yeah.
Like, I don't care.
Really?
What?
Up
The
a
hard is the
fucking
bags.
mountain.
Coming back with bags.
Yeah.
Really?
They
Okay.
don't believe in
What
cars.
was the story when they took you to like a volcano?
Oh my god.
That's cool, man.
I mean, I do a lot of crazy shit with my family, with my in-laws, and I love it. But it be some death surprise shit. But so I think our last vacation we went to California with them. We went to the Mount Shasta is like North California, like in Sacramento. It's
Northern
California. It's Northern California, and we hiked a volcano, and it was fun at first until like they don't know the meaning of stop until it's at the top. Like her parents, if
Yeah.
me, I'm like all I need is a good picture to take and show my family and show social media. I hike that shit. You know what I'm saying? No, for them, they got to get to the top and take a picture, then come back. Ain't no stopping and stuff like that. It's straight to the top, straight to the bottom. And so I couldn't do it because I mean the volcano. First of all, we was in the summertime in California. We was in middle of summer, and it was so much snow at the top of the volcano. It was like probably 3 feet, 4 feet of snow in the middle of the summer. So that's how high we was up. We was probably 30,000, 20,000 feet up in the air, hiking.
Did you get like a mountain sickness?
Jesus Christ.
I didn't get mountain sickness. I just got really, at first the drilling.
Harder to breathe.
At first it was just adrenaline kicking in. I was just can't believe I'm doing this type of shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I'm the only one who's gonna die.
Oh
from
my
this shit.
god.
Well, speaking of mountain hiking, I just looked it up how long it takes to hike Mount Everest. So it takes a total of 43 actual days to get to the tip, but it takes 19 actual hiking hours. 19 days of actual hiking
You have to
hours
camp.
to get to the tip, which is fucking crazy, actually.
Yeah.
It's like,
You know how many people die up there?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Multiple people.
You
People
see
die.
dead
with
people
it.
on the way up there.
Would
I
you
Oh, yeah.
guys, if you saw a dead person, you paid $65,000
To hike Mount Everest?
I would never pay
and you see a
$65,000.
dead person,
I
what
would
do you
be
do?
traumatized, probably.
At that point, you too far deep. You too far in.
So you
You
Fair.
fucking, I don't give a
That's
fuck.
fair.
65,000.
Yeah, I mean,
That's
I can
fair.
see. I can see. Whoever. I don't give
I'm
a
climbing
damn.
that fucking
65.
mountain, yeah.
I'm climbing that shit.
What if they
Yeah.
had a chance of survival? What if they were just hurt, but they were asking for help? You
I
just-
still
Sucks.
pay.
That
I still pay 65,000. I'm going to see
Regardless of
something.
the-
I'm going to die trying to see it.
Yeah.
I'm not. He already did. Like what?
So he knew what he was going for.
Yeah, he paid for it. He knew what he was doing. Yeah. I might be dying next. So but I'm not gonna pay $65,000 to die. Fuck that shit.
Who would pay $65,000?
They do it all the time. It's
People all the time.
They do it all the time. Like really, to be honest with you, I think I put my notice into my extended family years ago. It's like, hey, I love mountains, but I think I'm done with it. I think I put that shit in probably 15 years ago. I think I put that shit in 15 years ago.
Why?
I'm still, every vacation is on a mountain.
Why can't you guys just fucking drive to the top like a normal person?
That's not a German thing. Shout out to Germans. They walk every fucking thing.
I'll drive to the top and walk about 30 fucking feet. Get that same picture. Turn around. Walk. No. Then I'll get all a couple of mountains.
But no, most of the views that we go to, most of the mountains they go to, you can't drive up there. You have to walk. And it's like to be honest with you, I talk like this, but at the end of the day, once you experience, it's like you experience your life goal in one day. You know what I'm saying? Because it's hard. It's hard to see certain mountains, the top of the whole view of it is worth it. You know, but it's just like anything in life, you know, anything worth fighting for is worth it once you see it at the end. You know what I'm saying? Like all the bullshit you go through just to get to the top is worth it. And so some of the times, like it was a couple times that I didn't make it, like the Yosemite Mountain, I didn't make it. I didn't make it to the top, but it kills me to this day that I didn't make it.
Did they?
Mm-hmm. Wow.
Mm-hmm. Damn, so this was like some real fucking hiking shit you're doing.
Mm-hmm.
This is like, do you guys have like the walking sticks and all that shit?
Yep, absolutely.
And you didn't make it?
And Yosemite, that was the mountain I didn't. The Yosemite Mountain is when you Google it, you have this big ass arch over it. It's a curved arch. I didn't make that one. And there was another one where it's a big ass mountain. It's a fucking big ass waterfall. And in a certain year, if you go at a certain year, it looks like a fucking lava going down. Like you have to go at a certain time where the sunlight hits it, and it just looks like lava is going down, but it's a waterfall, and it's like fucking hundreds of feet up, and it just hits down. I couldn't make that. Once you get to the top of it, people was like crying when they was coming down, like, oh my God, it was so beautiful. And I'm so out of shape, and like, well, send me a picture or something, because I ain't gonna make it. You know what I'm saying? And then I dress up like in a uniform and shit like that, so they think I'm a national park ranger.
Oh my God! I pay money to see what they do.
I dress up like that shit all the time. It's all on Facebook, but I still wear it. And they like, hey, you know, people out of shape just like me, and they say, excuse me, how far is it? I'm like, well, you keep going. I was lying. I was just dressed up in it for my in-laws, you know, but I was looking like a ranger, but people was fucking taking my word. I didn't even make it. I was on my way back. And I'm like, this is no way I can make it. But it was beautiful. That was the only regret. So once you, in life, in general, basically if you start something, finish it. It's worth it. That's all. Because that's the only thing. As much as I complain about doing these hikes and stuff like that, at the end of the day, it's fun. It helps build you, because I didn't finish it and it still eats at me, and I haven't. And we've been on that vacation years ago before Yosemite.
You should go back and complete your goal.
Fuck no. That shit was still scary as fuck. That shit still.
So you preach like if you start at finish it,
yeah,
and you're not gonna fucking finish it.
That's beyond. I already failed that class. The next mountain I will finish it though. I mean, I have been on a lot of mountains after that.
Very hypocritical.
No, but that shit was really scary though. I mean, I'm not, like I said, I can fly. I just hate the driving of the mountains. And California is worse. They have some high ass mountains with no guardrails. Like Yosemite is like what you see on the bottom is what you can hit if you don't fucking pay attention to the road. it's just that fucking.
That's how it was in Montana and Wyoming.
Yeah, and I hate
You're
that.
just
shit.
like driving. You're like, holy fuck! You can really just fall.
What is your favorite state?
My favorite state.
Yeah, that you visited, that you've been to.
I mean, I would have to say it would be. Depends on what I'm looking for. Like
Overall favorite, what is it?
overall favorite vacation, Alaska. I've
been to Juneau.
Yeah. I went in the hot springs in the fucking middle of Alaska. Never thought I would do it. Fucking saw the Northern Lights. That shit was badass.
Beautiful. What a wow.
Saw real reindeers. We went to fucking where's Santa Claus really from?
The North Pole.
It's a city in Alaska called North Pole.
Really?
And but Alaska hit all the boxes. I saw wildlife. Saw like elk, bulls, not bulls, but you just see them all because it's such a big fucking state, and it's all white. So when you see something, it stands out, and it's fucking massive. Like a bear, a fucking moose, they stand out. So it's easy to spot, and it's not like where you were like when I went to Yellowstone, where it was. I went in the summertime. You can't see shit because it's wooded.
I'm telling you, if you're gonna go to Yellowstone, go at the beginning of May.
I think
because it was still snow.
Yeah, definitely.
I think wintertime. I've never been in the wintertime, but my neighbors have, and they went snowboarding.
Here's the problem, though. You can't. A lot of the roads and trails are blocked off during wintertime.
Yeah, because it's a deserted place.
It's a. There's pluses and minuses to going in summer and winter. Because the same thing with summer. Like, I don't know. I think we went at the perfect time. There's still snow. There's nobody there.
Good.
We could do the park in one day. Nobody can.
Wow.
And we saw thousands of elk.
Oh, that's probably
thousands of bison.
Elk are so beautiful.
Yeah, because you're gonna see wildlife, but the main ones will be the bear. Mm-hmm. We saw everything but the bear. And we heard the wolves, which was creepy.
That's the one thing we didn't see.
We didn't see them, and trust me, you didn't want to see them bitches.
Oh, I did.
No,
we found out where they were the last day.
We found out the very first day,
and we missed them by 20 minutes
because my in-laws are German. They are up, and we're hiking at 6:00 in the morning. We're up, and they was howling. We was taking a picture by the Yellowstone part, and they was going in like it was staged or something. It was just like it was just going in.
And that's when you had to go to see them is right in the morning.
Yeah, and that's when trust me, when we hike, we hike.
Tamara, what about you? Favorite state? Been to?
That's a hard one. Maybe I've been to Washington.
Washington State?
Yeah.
That's over there. Hey. Seattle's fucking sweet.
Hey, guess who was born in Seattle?
You were born in Seattle?
Yeah.
What part?
Oh.
Wait.
Seattle. Yeah. I was born in Seattle. That's why I don't have any Seattle, but I used to.
Why don't you not have any Seahawks stuff?
I used to. I'm gonna have to get that back on my wife.
You did a Russell Wilson classic? Yeah? Maybe
I did
Richard
Russell.
Sherman? Maybe
I did, but I couldn't take that championship.
Why?
Because I already committed
Because you committed to a losing franchise.
I did. But I did. I ain't got the energy for that tonight. But yeah, Seattle was beautiful.
Beautiful.
I want to see Washington State.
Oh, it's really
Because
cool.
it's like rainy.
Rainy, modern.
Yeah. I don't like tropical.
No, neither do I. I don't like Caribbean. I don't like. No way.
So gloomy,
sad,
cloudy days all day. Because that's the thing.
But modern and technical is beautiful.
It is.
Like
it is.
Yeah, but I want to see like the mountainsides in Washington.
Absolutely.
But
like
the
Olympics.
The thing is, it's so fucking cloudy, and literally, when I'll show you a picture. Literally, we went hiking this mountain, and you fucking can't see shit because there's so much cloud.
It's pretty though.
It's
you
pretty.
can't see nothing.
It's pretty.
Will you open?
It's a mystery.
Yeah, it's a mystery.
Agreed, tomorrow.
It's a
pretty.
mystery.
It's beauty in it.
Totally. Microsoft was founded in Seattle, I think.
Oh yeah, all the I think all the magnates live in there or Wyoming.
Yeah.
No, it's
Jacksonville, Wyoming is like the big place now for all those rich people.
Is it
No?
Is it because of tax cuts?
My favorite
Yeah.
state, my uncle lives there, is Idaho.
I like.
I love
I drove through a little part of it, but
Idaho. So, my uncle lives in Boise, which is the capital. He took me to a snow resort, ski resort, cabin town called McCall, Idaho. It's about 3 hours north of Boise. Pretty much, in the winter, average temp is 3 degrees. And deer are so used to human activity, they don't run from you. They're 5 feet away from you, and they're just eating berries off a tree. They don't care.
is there any public hunting land there?
I don't know, but basically it's very, very, only millionaires live there. So basically, an average cabin or home in McCall is about $4 million, $5 million. So speaking of hot springs, is what you were saying. Essentially, my uncle took us snowmobiling through the mountains of McCall, and there is a snowmobile only activity, hot springs, that you get to. So you essentially snowmobile 45 minutes down the mountains to get this hot springs, and you go and you sit there, and there's also a restaurant that you can only snowmobile to.
That's the
That-
type
I would
of
like
that's,
to do
that's,
Beautiful.
that's the type of
Fucking sweet.
we did that in Denver, and we did that. So the places I was saying we hiked to in Germany for the well, anyway, where her parents live at, they live in the Alps, so they live in the Alps, and so sometime like the last couple days I got left, they'll say if you want a beer, because at the time I love beer still, and they'll make me hike up a mountain just to get to a bar up in the mountain.
Makes it special.
Yeah, and that's
Makes
what I'm
it
saying.
really
it makes
special.
it makes that beer hit
The experience,
Right.
great. Yes.
and then you'll hear it's pretty cool. That's why I love talking to different people from all walks of life, because it's just to experience their livelihood, and that's my wife. Something that I take for granted, and
Yeah.
I take her as American, but she's not. And then when you go back to her roots, it's completely freaking different, and it's like, wow, this
The
is
cultural shock.
right. And
Yeah.
I'm like, this is pretty cool. I'm glad I experienced it. I'm glad I get to experience what your tradition is like.
Yeah.
And so
Totally. I love asking questions to people of backgrounds that are different from mine. Tomorrow I ask questions all the time, and you probably want to
yeah,
tell
but
me to shut the fuck up sometimes.
But it's entertainment.
love
It's
asking.
because we don't know.
I don't know.
Like
That's
us,
cool.
we think to go to get some food, we have to get in the car.
No,
You
do.
think differently.
Not
You
for
think
you.
So-
walking first.
But like, all right. So where you lived,
Yeah.
was everything closer than it is? Like,
Yeah.
That's true. It was.
Is that
There
same for you
was
tomorrow too?
There was no drive-throughs. Everything was in the same vicinity.
How close were you to the closest fast food or restaurant?
They don't
near
believe
your
in
home?
fast
like
food.
outside, because I live in an apartment building.
Yeah.
Like like a common block.
Right.
And then it's like you step out and it's right there. It was like.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Like literally right there.
that's what I've heard about Europe. Is like everything was a lot.
It's just
You can
there.
walk to.
Walking
Yeah.
distance.
On the brick road.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But they live so much longer though. Like I kid you
Oh
not.
yeah.
Healthier lifestyle.
Yeah, because they walk everywhere.
They don't allow the shit that they like, Sprite, like
Right.
the stuff that's in it. The
Bruh,
ingredients they can't have in Europe.
Bruh,
What?
I swear to God.
Really?
Yeah.
I swear to God, bro. I swear to God.
So
I'm glad
Sprite
you.
doesn't
We
exist
have
in Europe.
Sprite. No.
Really?
No,
Well,
it's the same
different
shit.
ingredients.
It's
Yeah,
the
but
same
different.
shit. It'll be the same logo.
There's stuff on there
It
that's
tastes completely fucking different. Like, and my in-laws, they don't like that I bring them. Well, let me rephrase it.
Start from the beginning.
My in-laws don't like the American habits. Like certain things they just know it's not good for you. Like Red Bull. You see
I
that
love Red
in-
Bull.
Oh, yeah.
I love Red Bull.
Okay, it's good, right?
Yes.
We all love it. When you
Yeah.
go over there and they want to take you up a mountain, you're like, "Hey, dog, I need a Red Bull."
Really
Like,
good
what the fuck are you
water.
talking about?
Yeah, like okay, Jones, we'll take you to get a Red Bull, but it's not good for you.
Yeah.
And they take me to get it, and it tastes like a sugarless It tastes like a sugarless Red Bull. It has nothing. It don't taste anything like it.
Tomorrow,
don't
is
allow
there
the
Red Bull in
ingredients.
where you're from or no?
Yes, we do have. Is it the one with the flying wings?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The bowl with finally. Yeah.
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 But it don't.
Version.
Is
But
it the
have
same?
you tasted what ours tastes like and what y'all's tastes like?
Okay, when I came here, I was really surprised at how much sugar is in everything. Like
Okay.
everything is like squared. How much like sugar is in everything.
And that's
Much
and
sweeter.
that's
And it's
Artificially.
fake sugars. Too.
Fake sugar,
Yeah.
artificial.
Yeah.
Okay.
But
Yeah.
again, the reason why European look and trust me, I'm married to a European. I'm saying what the stereotypes of us against Americans. We're obesity, which is a stereotype.
Yeah, there's not a
And,
lot of fat
but you
people in
can't
Europe.
help but what our people are putting in our stuff.
Yeah.
That's
like
why
Red
we're obese.
40. Red 40.
Yeah.
Red 40 is fucking brutal.
But that's why we're obese. And if they're
I don't
getting
think that's
different
allowed
stuff,
there.
but if they're getting different stuff, how's that fair? The reason why I mean,
Are there dyes in? Like, is there like red 40, yellow 30?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
but it's not as much, or it's something different.
There's certain
Yeah.
ingredients that are
We
like
don't-
banned there.
We don't have hot Cheetos.
Ah!
Yeah, I
Oh,
love some hot Cheetos.
that's-
man.
that's-
Let's
that's-
go.
We have
that's-
like Lay's, Doritos is like the spicy.
Hot
thing.
Cheetos
Yeah,
is
like
Okay.
nacho
hot
Doritos.
Cheetos are in the hood of America.
Dog, you're from suburbia. You just
I know about well,
no, don't even.
okay. All right, but yeah, it's not the same, and then they want to label us as we're not as healthier, but they're giving us different food. That's why I don't like it.
Tamara, tell them what you told me about Kyle's gift.
Oh, do you guys wanna? I can show you the video now.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Well, you were there.
I
got
was gonna talk about that. Yeah.
I got him meat Jello
Meat
for
Jello.
Christmas.
Just go ahead and explain it.
Meat
So we
Jello.
Okay,
Meat Jello.
Russian food is really gross. Like it's just gross.
Fair.
Say wait. Say that again. I can't get over meat Jello.
Should I like look it up and show you?
Sure.
no,
Yeah.
It's
Yes.
literally, like,
Yes.
Okay,
yes.
so you boil pig feet for 8 hours, and
Pig feet.
yes, and then that broth, like all the collagen seeps out of
The
the
fat.
foam, the fat.
Yeah.
You put it into the refrigerator and it turns into Jello.
Show it. Let's do it.
I
See
know
it.
what
Let's
that
see
is.
it.
I saw this by the way.
I wanna see it.
Good, but
Yeah,
I thought that like
that's his that
was
was
there.
his Christmas gift. That's
Well, I just got it for him because
It was a gag.
Well, okay, like we were talking about it, and I was like, "Oh, Russian food is so gross." He was like, "I'll eat it." I was like, "Are you sure?" He was like, "I'll eat it."
And you
So
totally
I brought
made
for
it.
him.
Hell yeah. I want to see
And
it. Can you pull up a picture?
Huh?
Can you pull up a picture?
Yeah, and he said the meat was good, but the texture, he didn't like the texture because he was
All right.
used to it.
I wanna see it.
that
I
motherfucker.
haven't
it's
seen
literally Jello.
It's literally
It
fat.
looks like you know how
It's
like
fat.
sometimes you put shit in your refrigerator and
Yeah,
like
it's fat.
the oils from
Yeah,
it
it's
whatever,
fat.
like turn into a Jello.
That's what it is. It's probably
I thought
clear
that's what it
and
was,
based
and she was
in
just
fat.
daring him to eat it. But this is an actual
Oh
thing.
god,
It's a
that
big
looks
ass
like
recipe. Yeah.
that
It
looks
looks
like
like
fruit
half
cake but
full
with
of
meat.
meat.
Yeah.
But is that like
Oh.
so? Is that wait? So first of all, before we start saying anything,
Okay.
is that a regular, or is that something
It's considered like it's not a regular. It's considered like
A
people who
delicacy.
are rich.
a delicacy?
Well, yes, a delicacy. We eat it like during holidays on
That
New Year's.
motherfucker should be grateful that you gave that shit to him. Yeah. Kyle, you should be smiling that you ate that. What's it called?
Holidays.
That.
Yeah.
Yes.
Cool. That's cool
Yeah.
shit.
I ate a fucking whatever thing in Peru that it was a delicacy. It's a fucking.
Rat?
It looked like it
No.
on a fucking stick that my in-laws would say is a delicacy. You got to eat it, and it was I don't know what the fuck it was.
What
It
do
looked
you
like a rat.
What do you guys usually do for Christmas traditions?
What do you?
What do you guys do for Christmas traditions? What do you guys do every
Okay,
year?
before we start this,
Okay.
when do you put up a Christmas tree?
After Thanksgiving. So maybe like the 1st of December.
I would say I used to. November 1st. I would say because it's like sad outside. You know.
Yeah,
Times
it's
are tough.
miserable.
November 1st.
November, I like that.
November 1st. Okay.
How
Okay.
anybody that puts their Christmas tree up on
What?
Christmas Eve is a psychopath.
Oh yeah.
It's
Anything
their
last
What the
year-
fuck is the point?
You're
What do you
over,
guys
it's
do?
over with.
Day,
Yeah.
It's over with. Yeah.
So
that's-
you put it up and then like you wake up
Take
the
it
next day
down?
and then it's done.
Yeah. You
Yeah,
put
that's
a
like-
hot air balloon up there.
That's
Um,
a terrible tradition.
Or not a hot air balloon, but a balloon is inflatable balloon.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just a,
So seriously, what do you guys do for Christmas Eve, Christmas Day? Is there traditions you guys do every year, or something different every year? Or what's up?
Well, like Russian or American Christmas?
no,
All
you're-
of it.
you're-
Tomorrow, what do you do for Christmas Eve and
Well,
Christmas
okay,
Day?
we used to celebrate New Year's because we don't celebrate. We celebrate Christmas in my country on January 7th, And we'll
Okay.
You know what we do?
Okay.
So it's considered like more religious. We play tarot cards and we
Wow.
and we
Really?
see like what our future holds.
Do you guys know what tarot cards are?
I don't know what the fuck
Okay,
that
I'll
is.
explain. I'll explain.
Explain
We
to
didn't
me,
ever.
please.
Go ahead.
The reason why is because back in the day they would do it to kind of see if the harvest was going to be good, if the crops are going to be
Yes.
good. So
Yes.
that's kind of like
Wow.
where the roots are.
Wow. Okay. Wow.
Good
So-
shit. So, but
Explain tarot cards.
Well, it's just cards, and then you can like lay them out and
It's
tell your future.
Pretty much a future telling.
Yeah,
It's
fortune
it's
telling.
yeah, it's fortune telling. Sorry, it's a fortune telling. A fortune telling thing that
Device.
yeah, it's hard to explain, but yeah.
You can do other types of fortune
Yeah.
telling, like coffee. Have you guys heard of that?
No.
Drink coffee, and then whatever's left, like
Oh.
some kind of symbol.
Huh.
I don't believe in it really, but
I
like,
got you. But
yeah.
it's good. I mean, it's good stuff to hear
It's
because.
totally different from what you guys do here.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
But
Yeah,
everybody's. It's just good to hear other.
It's
People-
cool to hear other people's shit.
Yeah,
It's really cool.
Mhm.
absolutely. I mean, just because we're not used to it, don't mean it's wrong.
No.
I mean, it don't. It's just my wife thinks different. I think different. Nick thinks different. Graham thinks different. So it's just entertainment. And that's what makes. I think that's what makes the world great. Is because everybody has
Their own shit.
Right.
Yeah.
I fucking love it.
So
I
what do you
embrace
think?
it.
Yeah,
What do
you guys
you do for Christmas Eve? Oh, and Christmas Day. Every year.
Boy, to be honest with you, nothing really. We celebrate opening up Christmas gifts on Christmas Eve.
Do you? Here's a question. Do you open one gift
No,
on Christmas Eve?
all that shit.
All on Christmas Day.
No, not Christmas Day, Christmas Eve. That night.
You open everything Christmas Eve.
Yeah, that night.
Okay.
What?
Okay, that's
some
interesting.
shit. Hell yeah, dog. We get it in that night.
All right, so keep going.
I don't
Um,
like it.
Talk about it.
I fucking love it. I fucking love it. I remember
like
my
it.
sister
Fuck
because
that
my sister. I remember because my sisters are like 9 and 11 years older than me.
Mhm.
Wow.
So they was basically
Okay.
they was basically my parents and stuff. So my middle sister D, she like I was always a problem kid or always was quick at the lips, and I think it was Sega coming out, and she was it was Sega coming out. She was just talking shit, talking about clean. I had to do all this stuff, clean my room, be respectful and stuff like that. And I wasn't. And so when Christmas came around, I had another cousin that I grew up with. And Christmas Eve came around, they let me open up my gifts, and it was shit that I didn't want. It was like clothes and stuff. I'm like, okay. Where's the shit? Where's the action? Where's the game? Where's
my
fight?
Barbies?
Yeah,
Do you guys tell your family what you want or like hint at it?
They
I
action.
do.
They action.
Yeah,
They're like,
yeah,
what you
yeah,
want for
yeah.
Christmas? You know that kind of shit. I still do that.
Nick, what about you?
I mean, we're Catholic, so it's Christmas Eve Mass.
Oh,
Then
okay.
normally watch Christmas movies, and then open one present, which
Yeah,
is normally pajamas.
Pajamas. Yeah.
The night
Yeah.
before, so
Yeah.
that you get to sleep in those.
Yeah, totally.
And then you wake up Christmas morning and just
And
wait for everybody. You have to wait for all the grandparents and everybody
Yeah.
to get
To
there.
wake up, like, get your ass
So-
up, mama, grandma.
I used to, when I was a kid, I would get like 6 a.m. fucking ready. And I'd just be like, and my parents would be asleep, and I'd be going
You
up to
couldn't
all the
even
presents.
sleep. You
I'd be
couldn't
like shaking shit, trying
Yeah.
to figure out what it is.
Yeah, you
I'd
couldn't-
like be ripping a little bit, and like pull the tape up a little bit and see if I can see them there.
my tradition is Christmas Eve. We usually go to a high-end restaurant,
Mm-hmm.
go out, enjoy ourselves, have some drinks, have really good food, and then you're right. We open one gift, typically pajamas.
Mm-hmm.
And then we open gifts the next day. However, this is how my family does it to make it more intimate. We sit in a circle like we are right now, and one of us opens a gift, and we all have eyes on that person, and they open the gift and they react like, wow, this is what I really wanted. This is great. Like, thank you so much, whoever got them the gift.
Mm-hmm.
Pass on to the next person. Nick, you open the gift. You open the gift, and all eyes are on you. It's more intimate that way. We do that all in a circle until the gifts are gone. That's what we do over here.
I feel like that would take so long.
And it does. It's hours.
Yeah, fuck
It's
it.
hours.
We do sit in a circle kind of.
If I don't open up this PlayStation 16 by now, I'm gonna tear this bitch up. I'm sorry, bro. I'm
sorry.
spoiled kid.
Yeah, you are.
I used to
You're
be.
a piece of shit.
Open this bitch. But yeah, my sister made me wait that because I was flip at the mouth.
Christmas is very stressful for me. You know, my parents are divorced, so I have to schedule 2 different Christmases, and including my girls, I have a 3rd Christmas. So it's a lot. That's a lot. I have to do like for example, I'm having an early Christmas with my mom Saturday.
Damn.
Do a Christmas with her and my brother's Saturday. Well, Christmas Eve and Christmas Day, it's my dad's. Then guess what? It's my girl's time. After that too, her 3rd Christmas with me.
You're working.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, growing up a little bit, it's like made me realize how hard your parents work to. Like, it's so hard for me to try and buy a present for everybody and work a full-time job. Oh my god.
I'm 26 years old. I have had 26 straight great Christmas Eves. Yeah. And that is so hard. And I commend my parents and I commend my family fucking giving that to me. And you shouldn't take that shit for granted. Mm-hmm. It's awesome. It's good stuff.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the Christmas paycheck, like.
Damn right. We gotta
give back. You go through that.
Yeah, absolutely. It's good stuff.
Do y'all actually like go to the stores now, or do you just buy everything on? I'm not gonna lie, dude. I go on Amazon.
I'm both. Yeah. I'm both.
I'm gonna have to do both.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to go to stores this weekend.
I bought my brother he's a chef. He's a sous chef in Buckhead. I bought him a nice cooking spoon this year. Oh fuck! I hope he doesn't watch this. Shit.
The good news about being married is you just tell wifey because they do it for you. But I mean, I gotta buy the wifey's a gift, but other gifts is I don't know what I'm giving people. I never did.
Wow.
She gets it.
Yeah. I mean, but I have to buy her gift.
You have nieces and nephews, right? I see these pictures on your fridge.
Nieces.
Have you bought them gifts?
I mean, it came from this household, but I personally didn't pick it.
Okay.
They know that. They know that. They know me.
That was a serious question.
They know me. They know
It's just so hard shopping.
It's hard.
Both grandparents, aunts and uncles, nephew, fucking brother, parents.
You get it for
my mom helped me pay for these tickets.
I gotta buy it for everybody.
My mom helped me pay for these tickets.
Really?
Yeah.
Damn, that's a pretty good present though.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, mom gotta be taken care of.
Thank you, mama. Thank you. And she does the best she can. She invited me to Poland, in like a Poland and Scotland and France trip, and I couldn't go for April. And she said, "Hey, we'll go to the Caribbean in May." Like, I'm so sorry. I'm like, "Mom, are you kidding me?"
I'll take the Caribbean. I don't want to go to Poland, that cold ass place. I'll take the Caribbean. That's what
I've been to the Caribbean a lot of times.
Oh. So you took the Caribbean instead of Poland, basically? That's what I took it.
Whatever she wants to give me. Whatever she wants.
I'll take the Caribbean.
And so it's just very loving and giving, and it's a lot, and I understand it's a lot, and I'm not a brat. Whatever she gives me every year, I'm cool with it. So.
I think I'm too picky of an eater to go to Europe.
No
you
way.
say you're too picky of an eater?
I am not picky.
Hey, I'm not being biased, but I think Germany has more food that tastes like us. I've never been to Russia.
Oh yeah, I'd probably do fine in Germany.
Their food is food is southern. I feel like it's more southern.
Get some like
they fry.
Like,
They're
Poland. You get pierogies and shit.
How about Hungary? Have you been there?
Germany's main dish is a fried pork chop. I mean, it's not called fried pork chop.
Bratwurst?
No, it's not.
Bratwurst. I love me some bratwurst.
I mean, bratwurst, but
I'm really saying
they call it, I'm losing it.
Some sausages. I love that shit. It's so good.
But it's fried shit, so I think.
Similar.
Yeah, it's similar to our stuff.
What about Italy?
Oh, it's so cool.
What?
To be honest with you, I couldn't.
What? That's so fucking cool, man.
I couldn't stand it, dog. The shit, because I mean, think about it. When you go to Italy and you think you're about to get a Papa John's, Domino's, Pizza Hut, pizza on steroids.
Why would you think you're getting that?
No,
I don't think
it's on steroids. I mean, that's the mecca of it.
I like Americanized pizza more than
that shit is so much
Do
better
you?
than that shit over
Yeah.
there.
Do you?
Yeah.
Bro,
What?
you a real one. I'll fuck with you.
And I'm gonna
Because
admit
that
it.
shit,
Yeah, I'll
that shit is
openly
so
admit it.
bland as fuck.
Have you had it?
Fuck yeah, I go to Europe all the time.
I've never
That
been
shit is
to.
bland
I've never
as-
been. I've never been there. But
That shit is bland as fuck. And I'm like, this is where the Mecca. This
and
is
you
where
know,
it
Dave
come from?
Portnoy, the one that reviews all the pizzas, said the same thing when he went there.
Really?
real one.
He likes
Yeah.
Americanized
It was like,
pizza.
yeah.
That shit is
Well, that's what he
bland.
grew up with, though.
That shit, I'm telling you, we fat for a reason. Because that the grease, the oils, whatever they put in our shit is so fucking tasty. Over there, it's like,
But it's probably more healthy.
Probably.
give a damn.
Right.
If
Probably.
I'm putting on the
Lift
I don't
calories,
give a damn.
if I'm putting on the calories,
fuck?
I'm sure it's the same calories, but it tastes. It
What about
has
pasta?
no.
Same thing?
I didn't like none of the. I don't like none
Love
of the.
pasta.
Go to Europe and see if you
Love
say the
pasta.
same thing. Where it originates.
I probably will.
from.
I'm not picky. Dude, I will eat anything you put in front of me.
I gotta have seasoning.
I will
I
eat
gotta have
anything you put in front
British
of me.
I'm a
food
picky
is
as fuck.
not good.
Fish and
England,
chips?
British,
yeah,
no.
yeah.
Fish and chips?
That shit's so bland.
Yeah.
Bland.
I'll
as
eat
fuck.
anything you put in front of me.
They probably don't
Have some
season
salt and
anything
pepper.
there.
Whatever.
Salt and pepper.
If I'm hungry, I'll eat it.
No, fuck that shit. It's like in a
So
tennis.
you'd rather starve?
No, it's like if you in a tennis shoe and get full, are you gonna be full that tennis shoe is good as fuck? No. You like, I mean, I just ate a tennis shoe and it tastes like shit. I'm just
Whatever.
saying, I gotta
I'm
eat.
too picky, dude.
No.
Right, you gotta feel-
What?
Yes.
That's the
Nick.
biggest thing. That's the biggest thing. Every time I eat a bad meal and gain weight, I was like, I just gained weight for nothing. I hated this meal. I mean, at least let me enjoy it. Let me taste every bit of the weight I'm going to carry for the 6 months.
That's true.
Right. But I hate eating bad food that's going to sit on me.
What's the most you've ever weighed? Let's hear
Not
it.
a lot. Not a lot.
What is it?
Not even 200, to be honest with you.
Really?
Yeah, not even 200.
I'm surprised that you actually had trouble like hiking those mountains.
Me?
Because you're in like good shape.
No, I know, but the thin air
Yeah,
is
you can't
fucking.
breathe.
Yeah, that is
You
true.
can't
but
breathe.
still.
You can't breathe. I mean,
Still, though.
I got pictures for every year I hike those damn mountains. I collapse on
What
all of them.
age were you the best shape in your life?
High school.
Really?
Yeah.
Not in your 20s?
Fuck no. I told you about that shit.
What?
Would you hear?
No.
I mean, in my early 20s, I moved to Miami, and I was in my early 20s, and I was getting beat, and like I always think I'm an athlete, and so I was losing to people that
He's losing to the immigrants,
I was losing to
the
everybody.
Cubans, the white people.
I was
everything.
lost to everybody. I lost to every race, I mean, and where I'm from, it's stereotypes. It's stereotypes everywhere. But anyway, I lost to people that I shouldn't have lost to, and it was just the South Florida is different. It's different. The speed is different. But,
It is different.
hell yeah.
The most I ever weighed was 210 pounds. You guys want to see a picture? It
I remember that's when you
was
probably
right when I
first started.
started.
Yeah,
Picture,
cause,
like you're really skinny.
yeah,
Yeah,
he
you
was
wanna see a
probably just
picture?
going through some shit.
Sure, yeah.
There.
Yeah, because he was a little fluffy.
A little fluffy. Yeah.
Was your country near like Dagestan?
That's what I asked her
Why do you
earlier.
guys- Why do you guys ask that same thing?
Because there's so many good UFC
Because
fighters from
Habib.
Dagestan. Habib, Islam, like
Oh,
Dagestan
That's where Habib is from.
yeah.
and
That's
Islam.
fucking big.
Yes.
That's the one with the
Yes.
big blonde fucking
Yeah, that's
wig.
what
wig.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
did he retire?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's crazy.
So this is me when I first started hardcore.
Yeah, damn, bro.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
I lost 40 pounds. Oh.
How did you lose it?
That's what I remember.
You know,
now you're Joe Burrow.
Yeah, now I'm Joe Burrow. You know
Joe
how
Burrow, sponsor your doppelganger.
There you go. You know how I lost it? That anxiety.
Oh.
Just struggling. Just struggling. So,
Damn.
But
just struggling.
hey, so, but y'all gotta do your research when we talk about this shit. Anxiety, you know the shit. When you come back, I'll pick it back up. I want you to hear that.
Oh my god, okay.
Wait, so Dagestan, how far?
Oh, so Dagestan is a part of Russia.
Uh-huh.
It's like the republic. So, but like our country is its own country by the Caspian Sea, so like a little bit north in Russia. But it's similar. It's similar.
I got you. I mean, all that.
Like, it's like an Islamic country, very traditional.
Right.
Chechnya, have you guys heard of Chechnya?
Yeah, Chechnya.
Crazy.
My question is, do you, like, for us, because I realize, I see the stereotypes, because I'm married to a person from Europe.
Yeah.
Do you get mad when people say, because you're from that region, but you're not from that particular country?
Yeah.
Do you get mad when they say you're this
Like what?
Russian and you're really from somewhere else?
No. Because I know a lot of people don't know where my country is from, so it's easier for me to just be like, oh, I'm Russian. You know?
Yeah.
Like,
Okay.
And we even do that here.
I know. So,
Like, I'm from
Atlanta,
Atlanta, but you're
but
really
you're from Marietta. and shit. You know
it's
what
just
I'm
on
saying?
a smaller scale, but yeah.
Yeah, I didn't like, because I know some people like get offended. Like, no, I'm from this country. Like, you know, for real. So I didn't know. And if you were, I was gonna work on it.
no, I literally don't care. I know, like, in Africa, like, I don't know why Nigerians and Ghana people, they're like,
It's it's a lot of people like that. No, I'm from this place. Don't confuse me with nobody else. I'm from here.
Yeah,
You know.
I've heard of that.
But back to what was you saying?
Anxiety.
Anxiety. So y'all gotta. I sent y'all some good shit. So a lot of stuff that people are dealing with. Is the stuff that they're putting in our food that it's not in other countries, and there's a lot of reasons like. So, prime example, I sent y'all to the milk situation, and I'm a lot older than all y'all. So the thing was, back in a certain time, they was pushing milk. Gotta have milk. And the whole reason about that is it's not the fact that milk is healthier for us. It's that they invested so much in milk because they was giving it to.
I see what you mean.
Yeah, they was giving it to soldiers because they needed to, because it's healthier for bones. That's it. But it's other stuff. But they was giving it to soldiers in war, milk, because it actually helped them. Not that it was like it's food also because it keeps you full and stuff like that. But it was a reason for it. But the milk these days, how they was pumping it to the kids and stuff like that. You gotta have milk. It was all because our country invested so much in it, but when the war is over, but we invested so much into the milk when it was over with, we already invested in it. We can't lose this money, so they had to put it on media and say, drink milk, gotta have milk.
It's like, you know, with shampoos, like, you're really supposed to wash your hair like once a week, but in the 90s there was a lot of ads, commercials, like pushing like you need to wash your hair every day, you know, you need to condition.
Or like people smoking weed today. Like society will justify anybody like telling you it's okay to smoke weed because it makes you feel better and so on and so forth. But I think it contributes to a lot of people's anxiety.
Weed?
Yeah, I do. So hear me out. Weed is a depressant. If you're depressed, what do you think weed will do to you?
I think it was a hallucinogen.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, totally. Tomorrow. If you're depressed and if you're struggling with mental health already as it is, what do you think weed is going to do to you? It's going to make you more depressed or make you feel some type of way than you already feel. It's kind of the same purpose. And so that's what I was struggling with a lot of the times during about 2 years ago is what I was going through. I just showed you guys a picture of what I was feeling. I lost 40 pounds and that contributing to everything else that was going on in my life. I lost 40 pounds. It wasn't healthy. It was not a healthy losing pounds. It was this is what
stress. Yeah,
stress, anxiety, what I was feeling, depression, and going through all that stuff. It wasn't necessarily healthy. So yeah, sure, on the outside, oh Graham, you lost 40 pounds, good for you. Well, it wasn't healthy. That's what I was going through at the time. It wasn't healthy.
Wow.
It was tough stuff.
So you would think, I don't know the proper words of it, but you would think, I know downer is the upper. You would think, I know weed is not an upper, but it's also
It's a downer.
not. But it's, I mean, but most of the time,
kinds, like
but
sativa and
yeah, but it's also people are happy as fuck when they high. I mean, most people don't. I guess it's the chemical
because
or
it's
whatever.
a coping mechanism. Like it makes you. I'm not saying by any means that it's a bad thing.
It's just not a good experience for you, or you don't. The way it affects you is,
or it's such a justifiable toxinogen. It's so like. What's so tough about it is that like it's so justifiable. Like, oh, it doesn't kill you. Oh, it can cure cancer, quote unquote. It can make you feel better because you're struggling, quote unquote. Well, can it? And maybe it can for some people. Maybe it can't for some people. Everybody's different. Mm-hmm. It can take people to a lot of dark places. It's
I feel you.
Weird subject.
It hits everybody different. I mean, I'm not gonna ask y'all, but if y'all have,
no, totally.
experienced the same
every day.
or not the same, you
yeah.
don't have to say. But I get you. It hits everybody different.
I have a question, like, because you said you were older, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna ask you your age, but
45.
But
something like that.
What kind of lunch food? What kind of lunch food did you guys have?
No.
Okay, I thought it was weird how like here you guys serve milk.
What was lunch
milk?
like in Russia?
Horrible, like thing. But like
here, what was it?
Like the same thing, like just gray mass and it's like I don't know. Like
it was not the same thing tomorrow.
Yeah,
porridge is something we hear about on the fucking Golden Bears.
But still, where they just put like that gray matter, like that's
no, tomorrow it's not the same thing.
See,
but here, like you guys have milk and a piece of pizza. Like that's such a weird combination.
Until Michelle Obama ruined that.
My lunch in high school tomorrow.
You didn't.
I had melted.
I ate cardboard, bitch. Yeah, Michelle Obama.
Hey, that's
Michelle
Florida
Obama's the reason I
Florida
started
schools
fucking.
For you. Huh? That's the Florida schools for you.
No. That was Michelle Obama. As soon as she came in, dude, we got bullshit, and we had to go to the fucking snack bar. We had to go to the snack bar to get pizza and chicken fingers and
Michelle
chips.
trying to keep
tomorrow.
Michelle trying to bring that European lifestyle.
You call her Michelle?
What
Oh my god!
The girl next door.
Oh my god.
I'm sorry.
Tomorrow I had melted chocolate chip cookies for lunch.
That's what they served.
One of them. I had fried chicken tenders and fries, a cherry Coke, and 3 melted chocolate chip cookies.
What school
I
are
went
you
to
going?
Harrison, man. I went to Harrison.
Oh, you're talking about? I don't know about high school.
High school. Damn.
Who was president?
At the time, Obama.
Hey, man, quit making up shit. That was he's saying Obama and his wife is bringing you eggplants for lunch and shit. How do you gonna say he gave you melted chocolate chips?
What are you talking?
You said Obama brought eggplants and shit.
See,
for
but
lunch.
she ruined it so bad that I don't know what she was doing when I was in high school because I stopped fucking eating it.
No.
I just brought my lunch every day.
Tomorrow.
In our high school, like the food stayed the same when she was in office, but our vending machine food changed. It was like granola bars and like nuts, trail mix, all the hot Cheetos.
Maybe it was different here.
I had.
No, but she's saying it changed healthier. That's what she did.
Only
she
the
did
vending
that.
machine changed.
I had a school
So you said
store.
you went to what high school?
I went to a public school
in Florida.
Here or Florida?
Did
I don't
you?
know about
Oh,
that.
that's right. You didn't go to school in Georgia.
Well, I went to Alatoona for
That
my,
should've
when
been-
I brought my lunch every
And
day.
Harrison and Alatoona were rivals.
They should have been Gucci though.
I don't know what they had because I just brought my lunch because I was so traumatized from what the fuck I had to eat.
We had good shit up there.
Not me. I had fucking cardboard. Oh my god, dude.
My lunch was great. I had French
That's what I'm
fries,
saying.
fried chicken tenders with jalapeno ranch, 3 melted chocolate chip cookies,
Quit
and a
playing.
fucking cherry Coke.
Quit
Is what
playing.
I had.
Quit playing, dog. That's that college.
Is this like the snack bar food or this is
No,
regular
this is
lunch?
the regular food,
Wow.
buddy.
That's
That's-
Cobb County education.
I missed out. Fuck.
But no, I agree what she's trying to do because they do have some. I mean, we do. I mean, but it's not our fault though. It's not our fault if they're giving us stuff that we think everybody else is drinking and
Yeah.
eating across the world, and we're not.
Mhm.
Yeah, we're gonna be bigger and
Yeah.
more obese because it's not the same. It's not the same,
Mhm.
you know. But I think what she's doing is healthier because we have more little kids that's obese.
Is she still like contributing to that?
No, I don't think so.
No way.
No.
I don't know.
No.
I mean, I don't know, but it don't matter. It doesn't matter. We still need to preach activity. I mean, I think it's healthier. It's just this is work. This is
Yeah, my gym class was so lazy. Like he would just give us 100 like for putting on tennis shoes and some track pants.
Right.
Like
For gym class?
yeah.
right. Oh,
Like,
good
that's-
job. You was able to put on your socks. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
you know.
Like
No, this is the problem though. It's too many kids that could be out there doing activities as a kid, but yet they're inside being like a recluse in their room and not being exercising at all. That's the problem. As a kid, when I was growing up, I could not stand being in the house. I was always getting caught in trouble
You guys
being in the woods.
didn't have
We had it.
My
We
generation
didn't have
was
no
the last
iPads.
generation.
We didn't.
I didn't get a phone.
My dad didn't give me a smartphone until I was 16 years old.
Yeah, I think I got a phone to like a keyboard phone
Yeah,
to text my
slide.
parents. When I was home, when I was in middle school. Well, right at the end of middle school.
My dad was like, "What the fuck do you need a phone for?"
There's kids in elementary school with iPhones.
I know.
I saw a baby like a newborn with an
Yeah, that's
iPad,
retarded.
And it was like I was watching this podcast and these people they financed an iPad for like a newborn baby.
That's
A
stupid.
newborn baby.
Yeah, financed it. Yeah.
Wow.
Finance one
That's
maybe, yeah.
terrible.
I'm a newborn baby. But I think we do need to change our activity of lifestyle compared to other countries. I will compare it. I would say that compared to other countries. I mean, I don't think we can walk everywhere like European people because everything is so spread out. Yeah, it's so spread out. I'll get flattened. I get inspired every time I leave Europe. I'm like, you know what, Karina, buy me. I want a bike. I want to drive to the grocery store. She's like, no, you'll be killed in 2 days.
Tomorrow, there's not one thing you miss about where you're from. There's not one thing.
I don't know. Maybe not.
No. Okay.
I mean,
Okay.
is it one thing?
Is there like scenery there? Like,
Yeah.
What you mean
It's
Like
amazing.
like the
Beautiful
wildlife.
mountains.
Like,
Oh, we
No.
had camels. We had camels. Something you don't
Really?
see
A
here. Right?
camel in
Really?
in
No,
Europe.
I'm not from like the northern part of Russia. I'm talking
I mean, I
like
think of a
the
camel.
desert.
I'm
I'm from the
Russia
desert.
is desert.
The desert.
Russia is
Okay.
huge.
Dude, Russia is.
I
big.
think of frozen.
There's like Asian parts of Russia too, right?
Yeah,
Yes.
There's like
Yes.
Islamic,
Mhm.
Asian.
Yeah.
Tomorrow, is there a lot of snow where you're from?
No.
No.
It does snow like kind of like in Georgia, like once. a
But
year.
it's typically
But it's-
warmer.
Yes.
Okay.
And I remember I would get like nosebleeds every day because of
Wow.
how dry the air is.
Really?
Yeah, because it's like desert.
It's very dry.
Mhm.
What's the
Okay.
country again?
Turkmenistan.
Turkmenistan.
It's by the Caspian Sea.
Turkmenistan. Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
Huh?
By the sea.
Caspian Sea.
And you
But it's
speak-
actually a lake. I
You
think.
speak fluent Russian.
Yes.
That's so cool.
Say something.
That's so
say something
fun.
say something to the world.
Shout out the.
Come on, tomorrow.
The
Let's
viewers
go.
What should I say?
Whatever.
What
What
if
you mean in the podcast?
Что вы имеете в виду?
Boy, that shit was.
That sounds gangster. That sounds gangster.
Tomorrow, say a full sentence. Do it.
What should I say?
Tell them to subscribe to What You Mean on YouTube.
Podcast on
Yeah,
YouTube.
on TikTok, Instagram, all that shit.
Okay. Подписывайтесь на этих пидорасов.
All right. That's so fucking awesome.
And that,
You know this reminds me of I'm the Machine.
Oh, that's
because
so
you
cool.
know the thing is,
Yeah.
we see some analytics. He sees analytics.
Yeah.
We had people in what countries?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, it was like Canada, Germany,
All
Italy,
right.
Germany.
Egypt.
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 Wow.
What?
Wow.
Don't know about it, but that's what we've
That's
all
crazy.
seen. It. He sees it all, so
That's great.
it's pretty good. But I mean, I think we've been doing good.
I
So
brought in some
thank you
diversity.
all for
Yeah.
helping us.
Tomorrow, yeah.
Thank you all for help supporting us. I mean, we're just on a startup, so. But thank you all for hitting the like buttons and stuff like that. We appreciate it all. We're still trying to experience it. We love it, doing it, and we just love doing the shit. So
we're filming in a garage on an iPhone right now, so we're gonna get better from here.
Oh yeah, I mean, but we're definitely passionate about it. So we're gonna bring out some bangers. We're just testing it out and stuff like that. So and they're giving us support. So
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
you guys are gonna be big.
Hope so.
What is James a fucking retard in Russian?
None of that. None of that. We don't know that language.
But all the great stuff happens in garages, like.
Wasn't it Amazon started?
Microsoft,
shit.
Amazon,
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
That's cool.
But I think that's gonna wrap it up. What you mean episode? I think it was 9.
Yeah, well, it should be 9. Yep.
It was lit. That was actually this is one of my favorite ones we've done so far.
Yeah, it's fun.
Yeah.
It's fun.
Yeah. It's
I always.
Yeah, tomorrow.
I always.
Yeah,
So-
you're gonna make it. Like I seriously think so. You guys are all so fun.
Aw, thank you,
You have
tomorrow.
great
Thank you.
personality.
Thank you.